Okay, hello, good morning. Welcome back to Assassin's Creed Origins. Check out my cool little outfit there. He almost looks like a ninja, doesn't he? But it is a Persian outfit. So, and what we're getting ready to do is the Secrets of the Pyramids, which is some sort of pre-order or PlayStation exclusive, some sort of exclusive. I get very, very confused about that. So, to get started and do that. But today's topic, we're going to discuss philosophy while we do this, and it is relevant to Assassin's Creed. Okay, first off, that's kind of bothering me. I have a marker set up way in the heck over here, and yeah, when you forget to take down a marker after you move from one location to another, it can be annoying. So, yeah, we are going to head over here to do that, but I have a confession to make about Assassin's Creed. You may think the man is mad, but it is a true confession. I don't care about the Assassin's Creed story arc. There, I said it. It's all very, very true. Let's narrow in on where I'm supposed to be going. Right. Whoa. My target is in motion. Okay. So, and I'm not catching up to him quickly. So, I'm going to kind of explain why I do that. Because I don't like it when people say something like, well, this just sucks, and then they never explain why, especially if they're talking about something I like. So, okay, I'm now in combat with somebody. Oh, no, not these guys. Oh, there he is. Ha! This is like dueling in the Middle Ages. Like 1,000 years into the future from this. Alright, do I have anyone else? Yep. So, my explanation. Where did that guy go? So, there we go. Anyone else? So, alright, I got him. So, yeah, let's listen to the explanation, then I'll tell you why I don't quite care for that.
That was extraordinary. Well done. Who sent you? Was it Kition or Heraclides? They thought I couldn't handle myself out here, but we've shown them, haven't we?
Have we?
Yeah. Ironic.
What are you doing out here?
Are you joking, Neb? We are searching for the lost vault of the great Sneferu, the founder of the golden age of the old kingdom.
Ooh. And how are we doing that?
Didn't they tell you anything before they sent you after me?
Remind me.
According to my research, Sneferu hid 3 artifacts in his pyramids. One in the Medum, his first and failed pyramid. Another in the Bend, whose design he obviously modified after the Medum's collapse. And one in his final masterpiece and tomb, the Shining Pyramid. I have one artifact, but those bandits stole another from me.
Trapped.
You'll need to get it back for us.
Where was this?
They camp in the cliffs to the west of Memphis. You can find them by following the stream. Also, you'll need to find a way into the Shining Pyramid to get the last artifact.
Okay.
I think there's an opening high up, but it's quite the climb. In my youth, I could have done it, but...
I will take a look. How many bandits were there?
all of them, I think.
Yeah, that's always a good sign. Don't worry, all the bandits were there. Alright, I need to go... Let's go to the tomb of Senadora. Sneferu? Sneferu, I think that's it. Anyway, the reason I don't like the story arc of Assassin's Creed is because I like the games themselves. I find it actually interferes with my enjoyment, my playing of the game, if when we take breaks, they're interrupted, and suddenly I'm, talking about the future, that sort of thing. Or, well, for example, in this game, I've already encountered a couple temples where they start talking about events that happened in 2012, which, that's 2,000 years, more than 2,000 years past where I'm at now, and I'm just, I don't want to deal with it. I'd rather just be in Egypt. So that's a part of it. Another part is, and I'm going to use TV shows as an example in this, although it applies to this game as well. Ooh, I always like the burning webs. So, excuse me. The TV shows. So when I'd watch a TV show from like 70s or 80s, say Kolchak the Night Stalker or Murder, She Wrote, I can literally pick up any episode at any point in that show. And ooh. So hidden entrances. Is this a hidden area? So I can pick it up at any point, and it would be awesome. I wonder if I'm going in the right direction. So yeah, I can watch any episode at any point, and I wouldn't have to go through the backstory. I wouldn't have to, explain or do any of that. I wouldn't have to, explain an entire backstory or anything like that. It would just be, I'm there, I'm here, and it's all good. It's all awesome. To just watch a single episode. Now, okay. I've been here before. I'm just trying to remember what I have to do to, okay, no, I'm actually good. Everything's still set up. Oh, wait. Ah. There's item to loot there. So, like I said, you can start any episode at any point, and you don't have to worry about anything else, like what happened. You don't have to worry about the backstory. Whereas just about every TV show nowadays has a story arc, and oftentimes it interferes with the storyline, and you have to start it at the very beginning. You can't just, start in the middle and say, this is a really good episode, you should watch this episode. It just doesn't work that way. Wait, how do I get to that? Nope, I can't quite make that jump. Huh. Trying to remember how I got to that. Huh. I think I have to lower it, and then I'm gonna lower that. So, that's one of the issues with the story arcs I don't like. Now, that's not to say I don't like. Whoa, wrong button. That's not to say I don't like all story arcs. So to use an example of this, I like classic Doctor Who. Although the new Doctor Who has way too much of a story arc, but two of my favorite seasons of classic Doctor Who were Key to Time and Trial of a Time Lord, both of which were story arcs. So, okay. So, okay, I think I've got it now. I think. Okay, wait. Okay, let's set this right here. Right by there, that way I can lower it and raise it and lower it and raise it. Anyway. So, that's kind of my issue with story arcs, and I think Assassin's Creed suffers from it far worse than pretty much, yeah, in any other video game, because you're constantly jumping in the future, you're interfering with, the enjoyment of being in ancient Egypt or in Victorian London or anywhere else you want to be. So I don't, so that hence my saying, I just don't care about the story arc. bring back, story arcs I care about. Just let me enjoy being in the past, and I will care. Ooh, they did a good job building it too. So yeah, now I've already been to this part, and ooh, did I not get that? Ooh, so I did get my quest item.
Must have some hidden value if it was stored among such treasures.
Interesting. So that's why I don't care about the story arc. Now, an interesting aspect of me just not caring is that it's hard to get people to believe that I don't care about certain things. So, to use an example of this, in a political science class I took a while ago, one of the hot topics was being debated and discussed. Hot political topics of the day was being debated and discussed by people. Oh, I'm being attacked by people. Who's attacking me? Let's get on my trusty camel and see. Who's attacking? Ah, here we are. So, like I said, one of the hot topics of the time period was being discussed, and I mentioned them that I can agree with one point of view or the other on that, solely on principle, but ultimately I just didn't care about the issue. And I had to explain, it doesn't affect me, it doesn't affect anyone I know. And, it took me a long time to convince the teacher or the other members of the class that I honestly didn't care about that. They believed I had to have an opinion on it, and I really didn't. I just didn't care. And the irony of that is that, let's focus on this, is that many of the people, most people in America, in Middle America, or I'm not even going to say Middle America, just in different parts of the country. I'm not going to limit it to just Middle America. That's silly. But different parts of the country, I think a lot of people just didn't care about this issue because it doesn't ultimately affect them. And up until the point where it starts to affect them, they're not going to care. So yeah, it seems like I've been to this place before.
This area is off limits.
So I better be stealthy. Off-limit area. So it is interesting that it was a trial to make them, they never did believe that nobody cared about this, but the adverse aspect of that, they could believe I didn't care about it. They could say, okay, well, you're an exception to this rule, this idea that everybody cares about this, but they couldn't believe that nobody cared, that a lot of people in this country, in America, United States of America, didn't care about that. Okay, I'm going. So, I'm gonna stuff my way in, hopefully. Oh, there's somebody right there. Okay, he's coming, so I'm not even... just gonna wait here for him to show up. He can't see me. And it's just an interesting...
What?
that people think you have to have an opinion on something, even if it's not something that you know much about or affects you. Now this is actually not just limited to me. This is an actual, Whew, I didn't even see that guy. Wow. I am so lucky. I think that happened the first time I played this area, too. I was just like, dude, didn't even see him. So, let's, yes, I'm stealthing my way through still. But yeah, that was the general consensus, general opinion was that somebody had to, everyone had to have an opinion.
Hey, what?
Ah, I thought he was looking the other way. Alright, I'm doing well. Wait. Oh yeah, that guy sees me. Darn it. Ah. Don't. Where'd he go? Where did he go? Ah. Sheesh, I hate it when archers run, because they just keep running. It's crazy. Okay, yeah, I think he's gonna go sound an alarm or something. So, I'm using deliberately evocative words like "I just don't care," which is generally viewed as a negative thing.
Must be the artifact the bandit stole from Mercus.
So,
Strange thing.
it is strange. I wonder what
Time to
it
find
all means.
Mercus and see what these 3 artifacts are up to.
Whew, good shot on my part. So, like I said, this is an actual philosophy out there. It's not merely a bad attitude, and it's generally referred to as live and let live. It's the idea that people are allowed to choose how they live their lives. And now there are exceptions to that rule. So if, say, your idea of living a life is to actively hurt people, or even inactively hurt people, then I'm going to probably have an issue with that. If your idea of living your life involves breaking the law, yeah, police officers are going to have issues with that, even if they really think you don't care about what you do normally. And yeah, and it is kind of an interesting philosophy. Yeah, let me get my camera. So, like I said, there are exceptions to the general rule, but for the most part, it is all about you. It's all about you do whatever you want to do, and allow me to do whatever I want to do. Live and let live. The exceptions, are pretty obvious. And let me give you an example of this, and this reflects my own attitude. So I'm actually expressing a philosophy that reflects my own attitude, very much so. I am a Mormon, and as a Mormon, I do follow the Mormon spiritual code of health, part of which asks you not to drink alcohol. Now, take for an example, I'm gonna hang out here for a second before I talk to him, but take for an example somebody who is also Mormon, but chooses to drink alcohol. Now, for me, on a personal level, I've chosen to accept the religion of Mormons, and I've chosen to live the Mormon lifestyle. Now, so for me, drink alcohol, that would be extremely a negative thing to do, and I would never want to do that. However, if you're Mormon and you choose to drink alcohol, or even if you are medically asked, or for medical reasons, drink alcohol, I have no objection to that. That is your business, and if what you're doing is a sin or a problem, it's on you. And that is pretty much the whole attitude of live and let live. You deal with the consequences of your actions, and I'll deal with the consequences of my actions. If you're doing something illegal, you'll probably get arrested and thrown in jail. If you're doing something I disagree with, like actively hurting someone, I might actively hurt you to stop you from doing that. But, other than that, other than these exceptions, you live and you let live. Now let's see what these pieces actually mean and do for me. So, here we go.
I have retrieved the other 2 artifacts.
Aha! This confirms my theory. By Ra, that's it. The artifacts form a diagram, but a part is missing. There's no way to connect them. But there's a passage in the Egyptiaca that says, the path is clear atop the shining tip. And the inscriptions on this artifact must mean the Pyramidion on top of Sneferu's tomb, the shining pyramid. I'm sure the key to the mystery is up there. Why don't you just run up and take a look?
What are we looking for at the end of this?
The priceless treasures of Sneferu have been lost to the ages. We will be heroes when we recover them and bring them out into the light of day.
Hey, I am no grave robber.
No, no, of course not. I promise you, this will not disturb anyone's rest in the field of reeds.
I will climb up and see what I can find.
Okay, I laughed there because his comment, "I am no grave robber," yeah, that's can be a bit debatable. I'm gonna leave the quest right there. Yeah, if you want to see the finish of the quest. And yep, I will see you next time. Bye.